Welcome to Genius Tech Trends. So today, we're diving into some incredible innovations in scuba diving gear. 1. Pearl Diver. Anyone with at least some experience in scuba diving knows what a scuba regulator is. It typically features two stages. One is attached to the cylinder, while the diver breathes through the other. The Pearl Diver is also a scuba regulator, but it's a bit different. The position of the hose allows easy movement in the water, releasing bubbles towards the back of the diver's head, so as not to obstruct the view. If you've tried scuba diving, you know that this could be a real issue. The Pearl Diver also has a sleek, futuristic design with a streamlined shape. However, not only divers who explore the underwater world would appreciate devices like this. Hyperbaric welders who repair ships, pipelines, or offshore oil platforms would also find it useful. This is really challenging and dangerous work. First, you stay deep underwater, where there is always a risk of decompression sickness. Second, there's a risk of electric shock for the welder, so the equipment must be fully insulated. Even without emergencies, this kind of work can have health consequences, such as changes in muscles and bones. In short, not everyone is fit for this job. 2. Exo Lung. People will hardly grow gills in the next million years, but they don't have to because we already have the Exo Lung. It's an endless breathing device for diving that doesn't rely on any external energy sources. All the Exo Lung needs is the movement of the swimmer and a small buoy that stays on the surface. By extending and retracting the legs, air is drawn into the device through a hose and from there into the lungs. You move, you breathe. You don't move? Well, the hose is only 16 feet long, so the diver can resurface quickly. 3. Dive Portable Lungs. This is another device for those who want to dive without dealing with heavy, bulky scuba gear. Dive Portable Lungs is a diving kit that fits easily into a backpack. It includes a pump and a cylinder. The cylinder, as you may have guessed, is filled with oxygen through a hand pump. The oxygen supply lasts for about half an hour underwater, so long and deep dives aren't an option. However, Dive Portable Lungs is more than enough for exploring a lake, the bottom of a river, or the sea near the coast. Most importantly, the cylinder can always be refilled. You just need to resurface and do a little pumping. This kit would definitely come in handy for golf ball divers. On good golf courses, you can find reservoirs, often very deep, where balls periodically end up. Golf ball divers retrieve these lost balls. Typically, they have to carry a giant cylinder of air, which can weigh up to 44 pounds on land. A small kit like Dive Portable Lungs would make the job much easier. 4. Waterproof Pouch Case. The only thing missing to enable freediving anywhere, anytime, is a waterproof smartphone, or at least a waterproof case. This case allows you to take your devices to almost any reasonable depth. Moreover, it not only protects the smartphone from water, but also allows you to use all its functions. You may not be able to make a call from the seafloor, but taking photos is now easy. The case's material feels nice to the touch and doesn't prevent the touchscreen from recognizing taps. The only downside is that Touch ID won't work in this case. 5. Ocean Space Habitat. Why not camp underwater? This idea prompted National Geographic researcher Michael Lombardi and New York University professor Winslow Burleson to create the Ocean Space Habitat. What looks like a fun underwater tent is actually a portable life support system for divers. Imagine you have to spend a lot of time deep underwater, for instance, to study a rare octopus. Diving with ordinary scuba gear is inconvenient because deeper dives mean less time on the seafloor, as the human body absorbs air faster the deeper it goes. Plus, you still need to resurface safely and not too quickly. The underwater tent solves these issues. Ocean Space Habitat allows you to save air and hide from potential underwater dangers in an emergency. Inside the tent, several divers can enter the dry chamber at once, take off their equipment, talk, eat, and even sleep, while the tent slowly and safely rises to the surface. It also creates a dry, protected space to work underwater, like a diver's office where you can process samples or set up a camera. According to the official project website, There have even been underwater tea parties in the ocean space habitat. Why not? This tent works like an air bubble, which can be a lifesaver underwater. In 2013, Harrison O'Kane spent 3 days 100 feet underwater when his tugboat sank. O'Kane, a ship's cook, wasn't aiming to become a deep-sea survivor. But when the ship sank 20 miles off the coast of Nigeria, an air pocket formed in one of the rooms. O'Kane found his way there and hoped for rescue. He was saved, and scientists estimate that a person has about 56 hours in an air bubble before carbon dioxide toxicity becomes dangerous, though it could take up to 79 hours to lose consciousness. Fortunately, O'Kane was rescued in time. 6. Dark fin Duren gloves. Enough about sad stories. There are plenty of cool devices for scuba diving, like dark fin Duren gloves. These webbed gloves are made from lightweight, non-absorbent material that provides a perfect grip on just about anything underwater. Surfers, divers, kayakers, and swimmers worldwide love these gloves, as they increase hand surface area by 70%. Even the Bajau people, the sea nomads, might appreciate them. The Bajau are as comfortable underwater as most people are on land. They walk on the seabed, control their breathing, and spearfish with precision, all without modern scientific inventions like wetsuits or flippers. 7. Mr. Fin. While the Bajau may not need a Mr. Fin, it's still a great option for those who want to feel like a mermaid. It's a lightweight fin designed for smooth movement in the water. The manufacturer describes Mr. Fin as a natural extension of the body. If you ever dreamed of having a fin, this product makes that possible. The fins attach easily to the ankles with straps and can be quickly removed if necessary. 8. Subnado. Of course, a mermaid fin won't give you incredible speed, but Subnado will. This compact underwater scooter weighs only 3 pounds. One charge lasts for an hour, and the scooter can accelerate up to 4.6 feet per second, as long as the swimmer weighs less than 143 pounds. Using 2 devices simultaneously increases speed to 6.5 feet per second. There are various ways to attach Subnado. You can fix it to your legs, a surfboard, or even your arm. When attached to your arm, it's controlled by a ring on your finger. Devices like Subnado are now common, but in the 1965 James Bond movie Thunderball, an underwater scooter was cutting-edge spy technology. Although it looked bulkier, it worked the same way. Just think about it. It's been only 50 years, and now you can buy a once-secret spy gadget online in just a few clicks. 9. New Grip 4-in-1. If you've ever admired stunning underwater shots and thought they were impossible without professional equipment, you probably haven't heard of the floating tripod. The New Grip 4-in-1 is a hand grip, mini tripod, and 22-inch selfie stick all in one. When flipped over and lowered into the water, it floats on the surface, allowing you to capture the underwater world. The entire tripod weighs just 0.3 pounds. What can you film with it? The migration of crabs, for example. An impressive sight. If you want to observe it without distractions, this floating tripod is a perfect choice. 10. Diveroid. The most important aspect of underwater filming is a reliable camera, and Diveroid is up to the task. It turns your smartphone into an affordable diving computer, combining the functionality of a compass and logbook with the ability to take photos. Diveroid monitors essential indicators such as depth, dive duration, water temperature, and ascent speed. It displays this information on your smartphone screen through a special app, which even alerts you if you dive too deep, though it probably won't warn you about an approaching shark. 11th, shark bands. For that, you'll need shark bands, a shark deterrent device. Shark bands target the sensitive electroreceptors of sharks. When a shark approaches someone wearing shark bands, the magnetic waves irritate the shark's receptors, much like how a sudden light in a dark room irritates a person. Sharks aren't fond of this and usually swim away. Shark bands use magnetic technology, so there's no need to charge them. They come in a one-size-fits-all design and have passed multiple tests. Even Barack Obama wore one while on vacation in Hawaii. although he probably wasn't paid to promote it. Let me know in the comments which one you'd dive in with. Until next time, keep exploring.